Hey guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things mundane and makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe and be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I am bringing you my April update for the Eyemaggedon project pan. So if you want to hear all of the progress I have made on these shadows in here, then let's go ahead and just jump on into it. So if you have not been following along with this project, it was created by Sophie Alexandra, where you create a build your own palette at random using your single eyeshadows. You are to use each shade 3 times before you can roll it out. If I haven't used it at least once within those 3 months, then it automatically gets decluttered. If I have not hit my goal within 6 months, it also automatically gets decluttered. So this is what my palette is currently looking like. We have some changes, we have some things, I'm sorry for still sounding sick. I'm doing my very, very best. Yeah. Please bear with me on that. So, we're just going to start from the shade that's been in the longest, which it's just one shade, and then the rest all came in at the last update. So, I have been doing a really good job of reaching for my singles, and I'm very, very proud of that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 single eyeshadows on my eyes today, and I love this look. The lip might be a little much. I might end up changing the lip. I still haven't decided how I feel about this gloss. Like, I love the color. I don't know if I love the formula. Another tangent for another day. So, the very first shade that's been in here the longest is Prettiest for Your Face Twilight. It is a more satiny purple shade. I did use it once in March. I had to think of what last month was. But I decided on the 25th of March when I used it that I'm going to declutter this shade. Because the other purple that's in here that's on my eyes is literally the same color as this, but this is a satin, and that one has sparkle and shine. This kind of formula just isn't my favorite. This is a very pretty shadow. It's just not a formula that I enjoy, so I would never reach for this. And this is a tad bit dark for me. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter Twilight. Then we have the rest of these all were rolled in last update. Well, at least I believe it was last update. Yeah, it'd be last update. So we have Prettiest for Your Face Glacier, which this is what's on my eyes today, and this is that purple that I'm talking about. So as you can see, this is a hair darker, but they're just such similar shades. Because I wore them together in that look where I decluttered that one, that I'm always going to reach for this. That is the purple that you see there, and it's just so pretty. I actually used it all 3 times. This shade is a goal bet. I used it twice in March, once in April, to reach my goal today, which is April 2nd. So that shade gets to roll out, which we love that. That doesn't happen a lot. I swear I declutter more shades than I actually work on and roll out, but that's a me issue. Then we had Copacetic Chlorophyll, which is one of the 2 shades in here that I already decluttered and are gone. I decluttered all of my Copacetic mattes. Except maybe one. I might have kept one. I do not like Copacetic's matte formula. I just don't. Didn't even use it once. Didn't need to. On the 12th of March, I decluttered that shade. So that one is gone. I don't have on the highlighter of justice. What am I doing with myself? My goodness. Jeez. There we go. Then we have Copacetic Cosmetics Bowling Alley, which this is on my inner corner. It's a white that flips to a pink shade. I have 2 out of my 3 uses, one from March, one from April. This should be a roll up for next month, no problem. It's a very pretty shade. I do really enjoy it. I have found that one, I really love Copacetic's shimmer formula, but 2, the white shades that shift to whatever color, I love those. They're so good. Next, we have Pretties for Your Face Broom Stick. And this is what's on my outer corner. So it's like a brown that flips to like a little bit of a pinky purple. I love this. I got one use in February. Okay, apparently. One use in March and one use in April. So this is a goldette, and this is also a rollout. Has all 3 uses. Very, very happy about that. Look at me making moves, doing things, finding shades that I actually like and will use. Then we have Pretties for Your Face Cauldron, which this shade is so fragile. So I'm going to do my best to hold it. It's just chunkier, but like not in like a glitter way. It's hard to explain unless you've touched it, but it's a fragile shade. I used this twice in March, so we're sitting at 2 out of 3 uses. Again, I also really like this shade. It's a purple to green flip, and it's really, really pretty. I love this on the eyes, so this should be no problem hitting my goal for next month. Then we have Copacetic's Apparition, which is this guy. I used this once, and that was on the 31st of March. I decided I am decluttering this. There's just no shine. Like, it almost looked chalky because there was no shine, no shimmer, no anything, but it also wasn't a satin. So, I don't know what's up with that shade, but I'm decluttering it because no thank you. All right, air conditioning. And then the next shade was the other one that was already decluttered from the palette. That's Copacetic Cosmetics Pumpkin Cream. That was another matte shade that I'm not using. So I also decluttered that on the 12th of March. And the last shade we have to talk about before we can roll in a whole bunch of new ones is Give Me Glow Ice Princess. And I did use this once in March, and it's actually really pretty. It, on the eyes, is a lot more impactful than it was in the swatch. So that could be a rollout for next month. Who knows? I'm going to go ahead, clean up my palette, get my tablet set up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try again where I roll and grab everything. So when I come back and see you, we can just talk. So it'll be just a second for you guys. It'll be a hot second for me. All right, I am back, and that didn't take as long as I thought it would. We have a lot of purple going on. So, as you hopefully saw, we pulled 7 shades because one of them is a big shade, and we'll talk about that when we get there. But these are the 3 shades that are rolling over. Cute, pretty, we love her. So, we first rolled in Copacetic Cosmetics Equinox. Alright, could have put them in order. So here is Equinox. I want that one in the middle. It's got a flakier texture, but it's almost dry. Like, you have to pick up quite a bit, but it is pretty. So I don't know. That one will be interesting to try. These are all a 3-use goal. If you're new here, this project, everything is a 3-use goal. So there's that. So next we have the big shade. This is from Give Me Glow, and this is one of their 24. No, that's. I don't know what size pan this is, but this is the shade Mushroom, which I'm very excited about, to be honest. 1, I love mushrooms. 2, I love how cool toned this brown is. It's like a taupey brown gray. So I'm actually going to throw that in my Fantasy Self palette because, as you can see, I have room. So instead of pulling out a whole nother palette for this guy, I'm just going to set him over here so I know that he's part of something else. I mean, I'll know. But just so you're aware, it's going in the other palette because I'm okay with working on an extra shade because it's one of the large ones. It is fine. So then we had Copacetic Cosmetics Blossom, which looks like this. Okay. Let's put you there. Ooh. Oh, it's a dark. That one's pretty. Then we had Looksy Pink Lemonade, and I've never tried a Looksy shadow before. So that is exciting. It's pretty. It doesn't have a lot of oomph. Like, it does when I'm looking at it right here. But, I mean, we'll see. You can only judge so much by a swatch. I just like doing this with you guys to do. Then we had Pretties for Your Face, Light as a Feather, which looks like this. Ooh. Ah. That's giving like candy cane. Cotton candy, not candy cane vibes, and I love that. Then we had Pretties for Your Face Vines, and I feel like I'm not gonna like this shadow, but that's part of what this project is for me to figure out what shades I like and don't like. I do love the color, and now I'm yelling. I do love the color in theory, but actually using it on the eyes, like, that is so pretty. But that was almost a shade I put in the Fantasy Self palette because when am I ever going to wear that? And last but not least, we have Copacetic Cosmetics Divination. Look at that. And that one. So it's a little flaky, but oh my god. Here's what the palette now looks like. It's giving spring. Will you pick what you want to do? It's because I have it set to a temperature, so like it turns itself on. But it's giving like springtime fairy. We have some grass, and then we have all the pretty spring colors all the way to like the clouds. That's what this is giving for me, and I am absolutely here for the whimsy. The more whimsical we can be, the better. So, very, very happy. I have sparkles everywhere. And like I said, I am still working, obviously, on my Fantasy Self palette as well. So, it's not like I'm never going to touch the shade. It is very similar to this Sydney Gray shade. I'm not going to swatch them out right now. I don't care that much. But that is going to do it for the April update for the Eyemaggedon project pan. I hope you guys like the update. I hope you do, because I'm proud that I met 2 gold shades, because listen, that is unheard of here. We did quite a bit of decluttering this round, but you know, that happens. And you win some, you lose some. But if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, please always leave them down below. I love chatting with you there. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.